right, let's turn now to Rhonda Shelby. We know this weekend's looking pretty good. How about for our friends and family across the country?
Yeah, we're usually trying to go across the country and find nicer weather on Memorial Day weekend. They're all probably trying to come here. In fact, the entire West Coast is going to see great weather for much of the Memorial Day weekend. Let me give you sort of a green light, red light, yellow light scenario as to how travel looks for the weekend. For instance, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Seattle will all be above normal, so will Albuquerque and Phoenix. They're all in the green. But through Billings and Denver, it will be cloudy with the chance of showers or thunderstorms, and definitely a problem in the red. On Saturday into Sunday, Chicago to Dallas, a risk for strong to severe thunderstorms or even tornadoes. So this is something we'll have to watch for Saturday. Sunday, it looks like that risk will move east into the Carolinas and Virginia. So this is a stretch that could be a little nasty for Memorial Day weekend, while we on the West Coast are enjoying great weather already. It is starting out cloudy here, and we have a light wind right now, and the wind will stay light today. In the hour-by-hour forecast, you can see those arrows there. Generally coming out of the northwest, that is a really pleasant upper-level and low-level wind flow for us that indicates dry and pleasant weather and a ridge of high pressure overhead. So we're in good shape as we go through the day, and tonight is actually looking mostly clear. So really today is going to look like a day where we have gradual clearing. Excuse me. Some of you are starting out with cloudy skies, others partly cloudy, but we'll all see mostly sunny weather by the end of the day and warmer than yesterday. Daytime high 74. Here's the 3-day forecast leading into that Memorial Day weekend forecast. We're at 83 for tomorrow. When City Fair gets started, it will be beautiful, and Saturday planned for hot weather. Looks like daytime highs will be near 90 in most locations, and then that 7-day forecast looking pretty decent. We'll have that coming up in 10 minutes from now.
Chevy Equinox spectacular.
Wow, and this is also the weekend where the exclusive wineries that aren't open
There's so
all
many
year
great
long,
events.
they're open on Thanksgiving and Memorial Day weekends.
Can you remember a Memorial Day weekend where our weather was this perfect, Rhonda? This is great for all the campers.
It was pretty nice last year. We were in the 70s, and we thought that was awesome, but not this warm. No, it's pretty rare to be talking about temperatures near 90. Wow, campers, I can't believe how awesome it's going to be for you. I actually estimated low when I said 60s and sunny for the coast. I think a lot of days will be in the 70s if you're headed to the north, central, or even the southern coast. If you're headed to the gorge for your camping trip, please prepare for hot weather and have the sunscreen around. We're talking 90s. And in the Cascades, sunny skies, 60s to low 70s. In fact, I think on Monday, you will see temperatures in the mid 70s here. So fantastic camping weather ahead for you this weekend. Look at this view of the gorge. I mean, why would you want to be anywhere else but the Pacific Northwest this weekend, right? 49 degrees right now. Later today, temperatures will be in the 70s in the gorge. And right now we have some higher clouds and mid-level clouds drifting over the central and eastern part of the state, part of a little disturbance that helped to bring in that cloud cover yesterday, and really that disturbance kept the cloud cover just basically sitting over the valley all day. But now with a ridge of high pressure rebuilding from the west, we're already seeing clearing on the coast. We'll see clearing in the valley. There is a slight risk of a thunderstorm over the Cascades. You should know that, but only about a 20% risk now over the northwestern Cascades and southwest Oregon. So this is southwest Washington, excuse me, Cascades. So this is what to expect today. Morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, light wind, temperatures in the low to mid 70s here, 60s along the coast, daytime high up around 60 at Government Camp, and 70s in the gorge. Beautiful weather for central and eastern Oregon. We're going to rebound back to around 70 degrees in almost every location, low to mid 60s to the east side of the state, and afternoon sunshine. 7-day forecast looks great, but really pretty warm. 83 tomorrow, 87 on Saturday, Sunday 90, 88 for the observances on Memorial Day, and then still in the 80s Tuesday and Wednesday.
619. Check in with meteorologist Rhonda Shelby. It's an important weekend. I think a lot of people are starting their weekend today, getting out for Memorial Day early.
Lucky.
And it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and I know it's a big travel weekend, but I've heard a lot of people talking about staycations this time around since the weather is finally going to cooperate for us on Memorial Day weekend. And you're not going to have to walk around the Grant County Fair in a coat or having to worry about the rain. Families headed out there tomorrow will find that is going to be the coolest day of the weekend. So if you don't like it hot, hot, that's the best day to be out at the fair. And then on Saturday, we will see highs in the upper 80s. We're talking about 90 for between that 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. hour, the hottest part of the day on Sunday. So Sunday looks like the hottest at 90, the coolest on Friday. And, well, unfortunately, Monday is even looking hot at the fair. So please be prepared for that. Plenty of sunscreen and water as you walk around the fair. So let's jump back to the school day forecast today. As you drop the kids off this morning, it will be cloudy in most locations here in the valley north of Salem. We're looking at 50 degrees at drop off, 63 easily by lunchtime. In fact, some places will probably be in the upper 60s. And when you pick the kids up, 70s today. So we're going to rebound and see our temperatures rise. Yesterday we were only at a high of about 66. Now the clouds will hold the temperature back a bit this morning. It's 51. You see that over the city there in the riverfront camera. But tomorrow we'll see a high of 83, 87 Saturday. The rest of the 7-day forecast looking amazing here. 90 on Sunday, 88 on Memorial Day for all the observances around town. And we'll continue to see 80-degree weather into Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe a few more clouds, but still dry.
649 Chevy.
8 now. We've talked to people about the water, how cold it is. You need to wear a life jacket because it is going to feel like summer out there this weekend.
Yes, it will, especially when summer approaches 90 degrees.
Woo.
That's what we're going to be seeing later. We have a gradual warm up to that. You know, yesterday we reached highs in the mid 70s. Today will be a little warmer than that. Let's take a look at your road trip forecast and talk about this awesome summer weather we have ahead. Now, beginning tomorrow on the Oregon coast, and actually in some cases today, we'll see temperatures in the mid 70s, and you're going to see that constantly through at least Monday. And then in the gorge, temperatures will rise into the 90s. So if you are traveling in that direction, camping out there, just realize it's going to be really hot every day. And in the Cascades, that high angle sunshine, it's going to be at least 70 degrees each day above 5,000 feet. So really amazing weather for your road trips this weekend, both east and west and north into Seattle. We're going to be seeing upper 70s up there as well. Okay, here's a look at temperatures around the metro area. We're starting out around 50 degrees in most locations. Sun is up already. It is clear everywhere. 48 right now, Hillsboro, 47 Sandy, and one of the warmer spots is actually Aurora at 54 degrees. So your forecast today, again, I mentioned it's going to be a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. We reached a high of 75 yesterday, today 83, and the wind will be light. Sunset 8:47, so a nice long day to enjoy the sunshine. Also, the holiday weekend forecast, as we get into tomorrow, we're going to be talking about upper 80s. The one day that I think will be warmest will be Sunday at 90 degrees, and Monday 89, which would be close to a record. So tonight for City Fair, fantastic weather. I have a forecast coming up for the fireworks show. Multnomah County Fair will enjoy great weather. Just dress for really hot weather out there. And Memorial Day could be near records.
610 right now, Chevy.
Oh my gosh, listen, she's going to have to change her voice, obviously, if she's going to work with them, right? Or inhale some helium or something.
That was such great Portland TV right there.
It's Portland right
Can you
there.
top that?
So entertaining.
Absolutely not. But maybe the forecast will make you just as happy, right? Okay, let's talk about tonight, because I know a lot of people like to kick off the Rose Festival with the City Fair fireworks, and man, it could not be any better. We're talking about low 70s tonight at 9:45. So a really clear, beautiful, mild evening for the fireworks. Again, perfect for the start of the Rose Festival. Let's talk about right now, where we're at 49 degrees out in the gorge and just a beautiful view of Mount Hood this morning. We had a lot of cloud cover over Mount Hood yesterday with those just sort of would-be thunderstorms trying to start up. It ended up being just a few showers in spots over the Cascades and a few lightning strikes, but not that many on the north part of the Cascades. And that was part of this little disturbance that is now leaving the area and moving into parts of Idaho. If you are driving this way along I-84 into Boise and then following into Idaho Falls, you might run into some showers and thunderstorms. But west of there, we are in great shape. Still some cloud cover over the eastern part of the state. So if you're headed that way, you may see a mixture of clouds and sun, but that's not going to be the case on the coast and in the valley. Here's a look at your forecast today. We're looking at 70s along the coast. Leave early and get to the coast, it's going to be gorgeous from the beginning. And we're looking at temperatures in the low 80s here. 81 at Hood River, 67 today, Government Camp, light wind in all locations. Central and Eastern Oregon, fantastic weather here. We're talking about temperatures in the 60s and low 70s. 72 today for Prineville, 75 for Pendleton. It's going to be a lot cloudier over Baker City. Tomorrow, 87, 90 degrees, the warmest day on Sunday, about 90 or close to it on Monday, which would be a record. 82 on Tuesday, 77 Wednesday. We finally see our first chance of showers heading in on Thursday.
Now, a lot of people packing up this morning. Their plans to head to the coast, rivers and lakes.
Yes.
A lot of fun stuff on the calendar for this weekend. Rhonda, what are we looking at for them?
Well, your boat and beach forecast could not be any better than this for Memorial Day weekend. More than likely, the warmest weekend we've seen in about 6 years. When it comes to Memorial Day, it's usually a really variable weekend, and a lot of times we see showers, but that will not be the case. In the valley, temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s this weekend, and prepare yourself for an awesome weekend on the beach, 67 to 75 degrees. Now, what we've been talking about earlier is the water temperatures. You see them there, and the really major difference in temperature between the air temperature and water temperature, especially here in the valley. So be careful. That means hypothermia, cold water shock. That could all happen, especially in the rivers where there's a lot of current still running very high after our high water year here that we've had in the spring. For the kids still in school today, maybe just a half day, temperatures will be in the 50s when your kids go to school, and by the time we get to lunch, we'll be up to 72. If they're leaving after that, temperatures will be in the 70s for the rest of the afternoon. And for around 3 o'clock, we're looking at 79 degrees. So excellent weather ahead. Right now in the gorge, we're starting out at 50 degrees. In fact, most of the gorge and the valley are in the upper 40s and low 50s, and it's slightly cooler than that right now on the coast. Here's that amazing 7-day forecast. 87 the high tomorrow, after reaching a high of 83 today. 90 on Sunday, which I believe will be the hottest day. Monday near 90, which also is near a record for that date. Low 80s on Tuesday. And folks, I don't see rain in the forecast until next Thursday, possibly next Thursday.
6:50 right now for your